Hello, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Everything looks good, I think. Let's just hope it stays like that. Hey guys, welcome to another MotoVlog. So I haven't been able to upload as many videos as I was hoping after the launch of the new channel on YouTube. There's been a couple of reasons. The main reason is I was sick. I had something called bronchitis. And having bronchitis and doing motovlogging at the same time is not a good combination. So I was basically coughing my lungs out every 2 seconds. I did try I think it was last Saturday, so it's exactly 1 week ago. I did try to do a motovlog. I had fever and everything, but the audio was well, the audio was working, but unlike the previous time. But I was basically just coughing all the time, and it kind of sucks to sit and cough in your own helmet, and especially when you're doing motovlogging, when you're supposed to be talking and all you do is cough. And I noticed my ear on the right side is kind of squashed in there, so so my helmet is not very comfortable right now. I'm gonna see if I can try and wiggle it out. Wiggle, wiggle.
Where the wiggles?
So yeah, I just recorded a quick little vlog for my vlog channel, of course, and I figured I might as well, since I'm feeling much better, I might as well do a motovlog as well. I got I was at the doctor a week and a half ago, and they took blood samples, and it stuck something that looked like a huge Q-tip down my throat to take bacteria tests, stuff like that. So he concluded I had bronchitis, and that was partly due to the flu I had the week before. So I kind of had like my immune system was compromised something, and I got bronchitis. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. He explained to me, but I'm not a doctor. I forgot to tighten the chin strap. Oh well. And I can see now that the GoPro camera is basically just recording the sky. So that's not very interesting. That's not interesting at all. So I'm gonna see if I can tighten that up a bit. That wasn't tightened at all. I forgot about that one. I think that should do it for the time being. Shouldn't be too much bumps here. So if you're from the US or Canada, Australia, somewhere outside of Europe, we have a heat wave across Europe. Yesterday was pretty warm, and they said it was supposed to get warmer today, up to around 45 degrees in certain places. So that is kind of what I was aiming for today. So yesterday was it was pretty warm. It's not super warm, but it was warm enough. So I figured that today was going to be a good day to take the bike out and do some motovlogging. And then I would at the same time have a chance to cool down, because the house I live in is an old wood house, and it gets really hot in the summer. The roof tiles on the roof, they're all black and shiny, I think. I don't know, but they suck up the heat from when the sun is pounding on the tiles. It just sucks up the heat and heats up the whole house. So it gets hot like crazy. So that's why I figured it would be a good idea to take the bike out today instead of doing it yesterday. But today is actually kind of cool. I think it was 22 or 23 degrees outside when I left my house. So it's not cold, but it's not super warm either. It was a lot warmer yesterday. But I guess the 45 degrees Celsius is further down south in Europe, I guess. But having 45 degrees in Bergen in Norway, that's basically going to be unbearable, because it's so humid here in Bergen because of the coast and all the mountains that are surrounding the city. So yeah, the cough syrup I got, it's called what's the name of that again? Cosilon Comp or something. It's got a big triangle on it, so you're not supposed to be operating motor vehicles while you're using it. But I noticed the first time I took it right before I went to bed, a couple of hours before I went to bed. 10 seconds I took the first sip, it worked right away. I stopped coughing. So it was really effective. It contains morphine, and I think it was like 95% of ethylene or something like that, like pure alcohol. So it's really good stuff. Yeah. So I'm guessing the morphine it kind of numbs the throat, so you don't get the cough reflex, so you don't cough all the time. Because I was the doctor, I had been coughing for a while by the time I finally went to the doctor, and he asked if my throat was sore, and I said, well, it's starting to become sore, but that's just because I'm coughing all the time. And my lungs too, my lungs were starting to hurt. It felt like I was coughing out a lung or something. but it was really effective. I haven't taken any of the cough syrup since Thursday, I think. So it's been really, really effective, and that's good. That's very good. So I don't know if you're following my vlog channel on YouTube. I've said a few times that I got something pretty big coming from for the, well, not only for the vlog channel, but for the MotoVlog as well. Because I've been contacting several companies and stuff to try to get sponsors for my channels, and it's been really hard, especially in the beginning when I only had like 100 subscribers. But after I passed 1,000 subscribers, it seems to be a lot easier to get sponsors. And one of the companies that I sent a letter to was Apple. Yeah. And I actually got an email from Apple in Norway, and they asked if they could call me the next day. So I said, yeah, sure. So the next day they called me. I talked to them for about 15-20 minutes, and they kind of asked me what kind of gear I had, what kind of computer I had, cameras and all that stuff. And I said I have a cheap Canon camera that I bought for the money I got from selling a gaming computer, and I have a 2012 iMac and some cheap microphones and stuff like that, pretty basic stuff. So we talked a little bit. Yeah, they congratulated me on passing 1,000 subscribers on the channel. So that was cool. And the reason actually why they noticed me in the first place was because of a tweet I did. I can't really remember. Well, no, I do remember what the tweet was about, but I took the tweet down for different reasons. But that's basically the reason they noticed me. So we talked a little bit about that, and before we hung up, he wanted my name and address and phone number and all that stuff. So, and I already checked that he was calling from Apple, so everything there was good. So right before he hung up the phone, he said that he was gonna send me a little something. So I kind of figured out, well, maybe some t-shirts or a mug with Apple or an iPhone case or something, you know, anything would be cool. So the next day I opened up the UPS app, and I saw that there was a package for me, and it was a pretty big package. It was 13.8 kilograms, so about 30 pounds, I think. So I've been he didn't really say anything about what it could be, so I've been scouring the Apple websites, looking for clues, and I couldn't really find anything that matched the weight, even adding a kilo or two of cardboard and styrofoam. I couldn't really find anything that matches. And yesterday the package from UPS was delivered to the Norwegian Postal Service, and in the app in the Norwegian Postal Service, it actually had the dimension of the package. So I measured my my old iMac, and with about 3 or 4 centimeters on each side and on the top and bottom, that fits perfectly as an iMac. So of course I'm not expecting to get a brand new iMac or anything like that, but I'm really hoping it is. That would be freaking awesome. I was kind of thinking of an iPad and a MacBook Air, and maybe the Apple Book or something like that. But anything is cool, you know, anything for free. But they did tell me that they really don't support YouTube channels. Well, they don't sponsor YouTube channels, but they do sometimes support YouTube channels with products and stuff like that. So that would be really cool if they sent me a new iMac. That would be freaking amazing. The iMac I have now is from 2012, and it works okay when I'm editing normal 1080 video. But the moment I start cutting, adding text or transitions or effects or anything, I have to sit and wait for sometimes a few minutes between every change I make. So it can for a 10-minute video that probably should only take me 30 minutes, 45 minutes to edit, it can take me 2 or 3 hours, and most of it is just waiting, because I have background rendering turned on in Final Cut, and because of the weak computer, I have to have background rendering turned on, and if I do several changes without letting it background render, then it's just gonna crash. So that's why editing on the computer takes so long, but it works fine. I know I've complained about it several times, but it is a really good computer. And the big screen, of course, is really, really awesome. So as you can see now, I got my Sony action cam on the helmet. And I got my old GoPro on the handlebars. Yeah, about the previous video, the music montage, video montage, whatever. I bought a new well, it wasn't a new, it was new to me, but I bought a new microphone. It's called the Purple Panda, because I read a lot of reviews on YouTube saying that it's the best microphone for motovlogging without spending too much money. So I ordered the microphone and was really hyped to try it out. And the microphone actually ended up costing twice as much here in Norway because of shipping and taxes and stuff. So it actually ended up being the most expensive lavalier mic I have. So I was really excited when I took the bike out and went for a first ride to try out the microphone. And when I got home, I noticed that the audio was just cutting out every now and then. So I kind of figured it was one of the wires that went into I'm using an external audio recorder. So after I checked out the video, and I was really disappointed, so I went to test out the microphone some more. And first I was sure that there was a problem with one of the connectors, or the wire. I was using an extended wire for the microphone into the recorder, and I was sure it was one of those things that failed. So I did some more tests, and I did find out, when I was just connecting the microphone to the audio recorder or to the phone or whatever I connected it to, it is the microphone's fault, and not the wires. So I sent a message to the seller through eBay, where I bought the microphone, and I never got any replies. So about a week later, I went back into eBay, and I wrote a bad review of the microphone, and I gave it a 1 star, because I was when I've done that before, the seller would usually contact me either the same day or the next day, and trying to work things out. But I haven't heard anything from the seller. But I don't think that it's a problem with the Purple Panda microphone. I just think that I got a bad batch or something, because everything can fail. But what really annoys me is that they haven't even contacted me. So I'm gonna show a screenshot of from the email app here with the seller's name, and I'm gonna see if I can remember to tag them in the video description, and maybe they can see that, and maybe they will feel bad and contact me and send me another microphone, because I was really disappointed spending that much money on a microphone that isn't working. So right now I'm using basically one of my cheapest microphones. I think it's, I don't know, $2, $3 or something. It's basically it's only a little bit cheaper than what the Purple Panda costs if you live in the US, but that is with free shipping. So that's what makes it the cheapest microphone. And the ironic thing is, the microphone I'm using right now, the microphone part of it looks identical to the Purple Panda. So Purple Panda is not making any microphones. They are just rebranding cheap microphones. So they have probably just rebranded the microphone, put a different plug on it, and they probably given it away to several testers in the beginning when the product was first launched. So they got a lot of free publicity that way, and that's okay. A lot of manufacturers do that, even though they're not a manufacturer. They're just rebranding a cheap microphone. Anyway, the one I'm using right now seems to be working excellent. I actually have the microphone placed in a different location right now compared to where I had it before. So I actually took out some padding inside the helmet. And you should never drive like that. Never. Can be dangerous. Very dangerous. Don't do it. It's bad. And I'm really hoping that the audio is working this time. Really hoping. I'm using the Zoom F1 audio recorder. It's a really good audio recorder. It was actually sent to me by it was sent to me by a company that the sponsor deal isn't completely ironed out yet, so I won't be talking about them yet. But it is a really good audio recorder. I have a cheap audio recorder that I got from eBay for, I don't know, $6 or something. But it's got a lot of interference in it. Woo! Yee-haw! Yee-haw! I believe I can fly. Yesterday it was pretty sunny, but I haven't really seen the sun much today. It's still pretty warm. It's over 20 something degrees, 22 or something. It's a bit cloudy, but I guess it's the clouds that are blocking the sun and the heat, so it's not really a bad thing, I guess. Horsey. So I'm really hoping that the package from Apple will be here on Monday. As I said, today is Saturday. So first the tracking information said that the package was going to be here yesterday. And then it got stuck in Oslo for a while, and suddenly it said that the package was out for delivery, and it's about 550 kilometer distance between Bergen and Oslo. So if the package was delivered in Oslo, I would be very disappointed. But they were just delivering the package to the Norwegian Postal Service. So hopefully they're gonna deliver it to my door on Monday. And I'm not gonna do a complete unboxing video or anything like that, but I am gonna take out the camera and just to document not only what I'm getting in the package, but also the condition of whatever is in the package and the package itself. So I think that's kind of a smart thing to do when you get especially big heavy things shipped from I think it was sent from Ireland. Yeah, it was sent from the Apple distribution center in Ireland. I think that's gonna work. Just slide it in there. That's what he said. Carefully slide it in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. So that was a nice quick little ride. And hopefully I got some audio and video to show for it. Hopefully. So now I'm turning off. Remember to like and subscribe and all that stuff.